You may remember last week, personal finance expert Rubina Ahmed Haq joined us to shed some light on life insurance. And life insurance does not have to be confusing. Rubina is back to bust some common myths, and we're going to begin with the first one. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready for the first myth.
All right.
Let me bust them.
First myth, life insurance cannot pay out while you're still alive.
Yeah, so this is something that people often misunderstand. They think that life insurance is only for when I'm gone, and it will be given to my beneficiaries or my loved ones to help with things like funeral costs and other debts that may be left behind. If you are diagnosed with a terminal illness and you're given a 12-month time to live, there is access that you can still get to life insurance products. There are certain situations where if you need the money, especially in illness, that you can access that money to help you through, because you may not be working at that time, you may have increased healthcare needs, and so that money can help you with all of those things at that very devastating time for families.
Mm-hmm. Is that something that has got to be factored in ahead of time? Is a certain coverage you would buy, or can you ask for that retroactively?
I think that you should ask those questions very clearly. If you're a healthy person and you're just asking questions saying, you know, what if X, Y, Z was to happen to me? What would be the situation that would allow me to access this life insurance policy? They'll let you know, and they'll let you know, because everything is so specific to your own situation.
Sure. Okay, myth number two with, I was going to say, myth busters.
Yes.
We need Ray Parker Jr. here.
Yeah.
Your second myth has got to do with smoking.
That's right. So a lot of people think that if I'm a smoker, I can't get life insurance. And for example, at Seniors Choice, if you let them know that you are a smoker, they can then factor that into your premiums. Your premiums are going to be higher. Smoking makes you a higher risk for different types of illnesses. But if you are a smoker currently, or you were formerly a smoker, it's something you have to disclose, but it's not something that's going to prohibit you from getting life insurance. So, you know, a lot of it is about getting that security, knowing that your loved ones are taken care of, you know, really making sure your finances are in check. And so life insurance is a piece of that puzzle. And if you are a smoker, you shouldn't feel like you can't access that.
Okay, let's go to myth number three. And we touched upon it last week, but it's a good reminder about age. Here's the myth. You can't get coverage if you wait too long.
And this is one thing that really we want to bust, especially with the Seniors Choice. You can get coverage. They're targeting really 40, 50, 60s and beyond, up to the age of 80. So it's something that you need to call and find out what your age, what your health situation, everything in combination, what those premiums are going to look like. But it doesn't mean you can't get coverage. You can get up to $250,000, and that's a significant amount of money that you could leave behind for your family members when you're not here, or you could use if you got critically ill at some point in your life.
All right. And our final myth this morning is that you've got to go through a broker to get life insurance?
Yeah, so a lot of people do use brokers so that they get a whole different quotes from different places. You can go straight, for example, at Seniors Choice, you can go straight to the company. They have specialists that work there. They'll give you the best rate for, you know, it's a one-on-one rather than trying to get many, many different quotes from different companies. And so you can get that specialized quote, and they're going to be able to tell you about the products much more intimately because they work for the company and they know exactly what it offers you. So you can go directly to company, and you can go to Trustpilot, which is a great place to see reviews about different insurance companies and see, you know, if the company that you are working with lives up to the standards that you expect.
Can I just say this has been so informative and educational, and I'm so happy we've been talking about this because of your last visit when we talked life insurance. I went and I wanted to know where we stood with our life insurance. I looked up the papers. We had a 20-year term that's coming to an end in a couple of weeks. So we're starting to discuss again, what are our options? Because this is coming to an end. And now we're 20 years older. So it's a very different landscape.
Of course.
But a very important discussion. Thanks to you.
Oh, thank you.
We are doing
welcome.
it.
Yeah. That's what I try to do. Get people to pay attention to their finances, you know, go back and look at, you know, whatever it is that you signed up for. How does it reflect your reality today? And life insurance is one of those things where you got to change things as things change in your life.
Yes.
Sure.
And it was actually going to automatically renew it at a much higher premium. So that's why it's so important to look at your papers, find out what's going on, and start the discussion.
Exactly. Yep.
All right. Great discussion as always. Rubina, thank you so much. Appreciate it this morning.
Thanks for having me.
This portion of the morning show is brought to you by Seniors Choice. Visit seniorschoice.ca/TMS to learn more.